Hi guys, so this is gonna be a vlog video in which I rant and rave and talk and chatter and blah blah blah. So it's also kind of like a mission thing that I'm on, but first things first. Okay, so if you read my blog, you know that I was interviewing to work at Macy's at Lancome at Macy's. And I just want to tell you guys about that process because it was really ridiculous and I did not expect it at all. I was totally unprepared going in for what it would be like, and it was definitely kind of crazy. So, alright, so first of all, the interview process for them takes forever. Like a lot of places will do like, like a phone interview and then like maybe one or two in-person interviews. This place had me do 3 interviews, and by 3 interviews I mean I had to go there 3 separate times. The first time I went, I had to meet with the hiring manager, the Lancome counter manager, and the store manager. So 3 managers, so basically 3 separate interviews because they all interviewed me and asked me, basically the same questions. So I was there for like an hour and a half, which is like the longest interview I've ever had in my life. Okay, so then they called me and said that they liked me, so then I had to go back, and then I met with the cosmetics manager. And so then he liked me, so he sent me to meet with the Lancome account executive, which is basically like the regional rep for the line, so, she could be at any of the Lancome counters, at any time, basically, so all throughout the state, she's at all of them, pretty much. I met with her, and I was so confused. Like, my first 2 interviews, everybody was like, oh, you're really great, we like your energy, I told them, basically, like, why I wanted to work there, why I thought I could work there and be good at it, things like that. And they really loved me, so, I mean, obviously they would have had to have if they sent me to the 3rd and final interview. So I get to the 3rd and final interview, and the woman shows up 15 minutes late, first of all, and she made me go to a Panera at 7:30 in the morning, because that was the only time that she could meet with me. Okay, so I'm, like, kind of pissed about that as it is, because I am not a morning person at all. So I was, not that happy that I had to get up that early. Like, if I had to be somewhere at, like, 8:30 or 9, that's fine. But 7:30 in the morning, which means I had to get up at 6, because if you're applying to be, a makeup person, you should probably have makeup on, right? So, yeah, so I had to get up, like, super early to be there, and I was not happy about it. And then I had to wait 15 minutes for her to show up, which pissed me off even more, because I'm like, okay, you drag me out of bed, make me drive for half an hour to meet you somewhere in the wee hours of the freaking morning, and you're not even on time. Like, what is that? But anyways, so I was already, like, not happy. But then, so she shows up, and she's, like, a total troll. Like, she is tearing me apart for wanting to work for Lancome when I'm not a licensed cosmetologist or aesthetician or whatever. Like, she was tearing me apart. And she basically told me that I was stupid for applying for something that I had no experience in. And I'm like, okay, first of all, it's a Macy's. Like, it's sales. I can do that. Like, every other job I've ever had, for the most part, has been in retail of some sort, so I know how to sell stuff. I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about, like, and I was like, okay, so I'm, like, sitting there being insulted. She's, like, telling me that I'm stupid and, like, ridiculous for applying for something that I'm in no way qualified for, and I'm like, I have no idea what you're talking about, lady. And I'm like, if that's the case, then why am I even here? Like, if, they really care that much about technical ability, wouldn't they have told me to, like, piss off on my first interview? Like, I was so confused. I was like, okay, like, and then she started quizzing me about makeup that I use. She's like, well, what's your skincare routine like? So I told her, and she's like, and I was like, what? And what? I was like, I cleanse, and I tone, and I moisturize, and I exfoliate every other day. She's like, well, what products do you use? So I told her, and then she started quizzing me about, like, what foundation I use and, like, what eyeshadow I use and things like that. And I'm like, I don't have just one, like, you know. She's like, what kind of eyeshadow do you use? And I was like, mostly MAC, but I was like, you know, I'm not like a snob or anything. I was like, anything that's good. She's like, oh, so you do have some then? And I was like, yeah. Like, I don't know. She was really mean. And she literally told me that I was stupid. So, yeah, so I called Macy's and I was like, you know what? No, you can forget it. I'm not going to work for that lady. She's like a troll dragon woman. Like, no thank you. Peace out, you know. I was like, there's no effing way. But I was so confused, so I don't know. I don't know what you guys think about that, but I thought that that was really unfair. Like, that, you know, everybody was like all about hiring me, and then I get to this woman and she's like appalled that I'm even there. Like, oh God, it was ridiculous. So, yeah, I didn't get that job. Actually, technically, I don't know if they were going to give it to me anyway, but I told them that there was no way that I was going to work for her because she was mean as shit, and there's no way I'm going to work for somebody like that. So, yeah, that was my experience applying for Macy's. So, be warned, especially if you live in Ohio. I live in Ohio. This woman is the devil. Okay? Alright. I won't say her name or anything, but yeah. So, alright, so that was that. Next thing I want to talk about, this is mostly because I want to get suggestions. Okay, so as you have probably seen in my March favorites video, I just recently got 2 new glitter eyeliners, and I'm like obsessed with getting new ones now. Like, that's the only thing I'm gonna buy. Like, even if I do Project Tan Pan, I'm still gonna buy a liquid glitter eyeliner just because I love it and I'm obsessed with it, and I've decided that I don't have enough. But that's the only makeup product that I'm allowed to buy if I go through with this. But anyways, so I need to know what are the best liquid glitter eyeliners that you guys know of. If you read my blog, I did a post about this, about how I was on a mission to find new ones. Don't say Urban Decay. That's the only thing. I've tried almost all of theirs. It's hit or miss. Like, they're either pigmented or they're not. But yeah, so I want to know what you guys think. Which which glitter eyeliners are the best? The ones that I have found, that I've like researched a little bit, as much as I can anyway, because some of the brands are kind of obscure and like don't really have a whole lot in the way of reviews or anything like that. But NYX Candy Glitter Liner is one. I've never tried that. I'd like to know how it is because I can't swatch it. If I buy it, I have to buy it online, so I won't be able to see it for myself. So if you've used it, let me know how it is. The other one that I'm debating with is LA Splash Lid Splash. There are absolutely no reviews for this out there. It comes in a crap ton of colors, which is really appealing because, you know, they have colors that you couldn't get anywhere else. But if it sucks, it doesn't matter what color it is, you know what I mean? So if you've ever used that, let me know how it is because I really want to get it, but I'm really scared that it's going to suck because I've never heard of it. There's no reviews out there on it. I don't know what to think. Okay, so, and then Too Faced Starry Eyed Liquid Liner. I'd like to know how that is, if it's good, if it's worth the $17.50. Is it better than Urban Decay? Is it, you know, the same? Is it worse? Yeah. So, please, guys, help me find glitter eyeliner. I'm on a mission. I need it. I need it badly. And yes, help me out. Help a sister out. Alright, thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you guys soon. Bye.